Good morning, Spurs fans. Welcome. It's Andrew from AJ Aussie Spurs. Just thought I'd do a bit of a preview, I guess, for the Fulham game, and also just let's put a line under all this negativity surrounding this bloody relegation battle. Yeah, we're in a dogfight. We all got to put our hands up and say, yeah, we're in a dogfight. But I'm looking at some of these channels, and fair income, they should just put a funeral dirge as their backing vocals or their backing music, and just have a picture of the Grim Reaper. Like, fair income, it's 11 games to go. It's not through, it's not 3, it's 11 games. And all the talk about, I can't see where our next win's coming from, I can't see where our next win's coming from. You know when our next win? Sunday, Monday morning our time. 3-1 against Fulham. That is going to be our next win. It's just getting beyond a joke now. The negativity that is just surrounding this football club at the moment. Yeah, we're in a dogfight. We need to dig in, and as a fan base and as a digital community, we need to lift these guys up, not just walk around and talk about, I can't see, it's doom and gloom, we're going to get relegated, lose all this money, blah 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 blah, all these players, blah blah blah. How about we talk about the here and now? How about we talk about the next game against Fulham, where we've got Porro back, we've got Danso back, apparently. Whether they get picked or not, who knows, but we've got them back. Surely that's got to give the squad a lift anyway. Getting players back is always a bonus, and the squad's going to, beauty, we've got someone back. Fantastic. Porro gives you a bit of creativity. He can create chances. He can pass the ball through the lines. He's not as good as Kuti, but he's got that ability. He can create chances. We've got Solanke, hopefully we're starting. Whether he puts Mawani up top with Solanke, I don't know. But we've actually got a choice of players for the midfield, which is great. Whether he goes 3-5-2, 4-4-2, who knows? Going by past history of Igor, it looks like it'll be a 3-5-2 possibly. I'd even risk. I'd have Mickey, Danso, Gray, and then you could have Porro, Basuma, Polina, Zalvi and Spence, and Mawani and Solanke up top, or Richarlison, depending on their training output, I guess. Well, I think we got to go for it. We got to do this. This is what we got to do. As a team, we should play like this, and as supporters, we need to do this as well. We need to live by this motto. All this talk about relegation is just doing my head in. It really is. We just need to get a positive. All this talk in this modern day is all about manifestation and all that sort of stuff. If we just every channel you look and they just say, we're relegated, we're going to get relegated. That's going to manifest, and it's going to happen. Why don't we turn it around? Turn it around to be a positive mindset. We're going to stay up. There's no drama, no problem at all. We're going. The first thing is we're going to win these next 2 games. Absolutely going to win these next 2 games. Fulham, Crystal Palace, bang bang, 6 points. There we go. How would that change the mindset of people in the fans community? Absolutely turn it on its head. And then they'll be talking about, Champions League. If we win the next 2 games, and then they'll be thinking, well, no, we won't ditch. Because all this talk about ditching the Champions League. Come on, people. Come on. Let's get with the program. We can do both. Of course we can. These players coming back, they may not be match fit, but we've got a choice now. We can do a little bit of rotation. And like I was just watching Jim Oso Spurs, and he had a guy on there, and they said, we've got an opportunity now to play players in Champions League and play players in Premier League, because we've got that little bit up the top, which is great. But Atletico Madrid in in the Champions League, yeah, tough game. But, yeah, everyone's got to play. Yeah, doesn't matter who they put up, we've got to play them. You've got to play what's in front of you. And I watched this morning, I watched Wolves and Aston Villa. This is a team that is pretty much going down. My God, the effort they put in there this morning was unbelievable. They made Aston Villa look ordinary. Very, very ordinary. And Unai wasn't out. I don't think he hung around to shake old mate's hand. He was down the tunnel. He went looking for him and he'd gone. And he was complaining about 7 minutes, only getting 7 minutes extra. You had 90 minutes, mate. You couldn't do anything in that. They could have given you bloody another 20, I don't reckon you would have scored. But you look at that Wolves team and the way that they defended and the way they attacked, that's what we need to do. That is what we need to do. Absolutely need to just get in this dogfight. Don't roll over and surrender. And so I said on the Hotspur Hippie show this morning, I commented to Paul and I said, with the amount of doom and gloom around this community, they may as well ring UEFA, ring the Premier League and say, look, mate, don't worry about putting Tottenham in the next thing else because we're not going to, I've had a look and I can't see that we're going to win any games. So just can the whole lot and we'll just give everyone 3-4 points and that's it, we're done. That's the attitude these people have got, I think. They've gone through and they've predicted every game of every round. That's not going to happen. Just get on, follow Spurs, follow your team, support the players, get into their DMs and get into the thing and just say, you can do it. You can do it. We can do this. Put them on your back and go. I'm sure when Cootie comes back against Liverpool, he'll be doing that. He'll be putting this team on his back and we'll be going. And it'll be for Champions League and it will be staying up. We'll stay up. I've got no qualms about saying that. Clip it and all that sort of stuff if you like, but I don't think we've got any dramas about staying up. But I just look at these out like Ricky and Ben and Sim and all this sort of stuff, and it's just doom and gloom. And please, I understand that's your livelihood and you're probably more worried about where you're going to get. But look, manifestation. It's all about positive mindset. I watched a little bit of Sarah, and her dad was saying you're a life skill coach and you're being negative. Just boost them up, get them in there, and just say, yep, we can do this. We're on the. As I say, 4 games. We can have a 4-game run. That's it. It's all over. We'll be right. And it starts with these first 2: Fulham, Crystal Palace. Bang bang, let's go. Just need to pump them up. I'm sure Igor Tudor will have them firing up. We need to fire. I don't usually swear on this, but we need to fire the fuck up through all avenues of Tottenham Hotspur. That's players, managers, YouTube, and fans. Just don't be sitting around. Because I watched the Aston Villa fans when they were in this game this morning. You should have seen them. They were morbid. Wolves fans were absolutely, and that was a derby as well. And even the commentator made a point of saying that the Aston Villa crowd is very quiet tonight because they got outplayed by Wolves. So we've got to take a bit of inspiration from a team that's already gone down. Nothing probably pretty much to play for, and the way they played tonight was awesome. And there was some mistakes, but the last 2 minutes of the chucking bodies at the ball and all that sort of stuff, these guys could have said, nah, I couldn't be bothered, we're going down anyway, it doesn't matter. But nah, they fought like tooth and nail to get that result, and they deserve it, and they got a winner in extra time. So a second goal in extra time to make it 2-0. So that's something that we need to look at, need to copy. I'm sure Igor will have these guys fired up, ready to run through brick walls for him against Fulham and Crystal Palace. It's is it squeaky bum time? Nah, 11 games. We've got 11 games to go. 33 points up for grabs. 33 points. And 7 games in the Champions League. Let's be positive. 7 games through to the final. Here we go. And what is it, Budapest, I think they're playing. got Bilbao, Budapest. But it's written in the stars. We had the same points, same wins, and everything, didn't we? Who did we play? Who did we play in the last 16? Can't remember now. But look, there's all the B's. There's all of it is pointing towards a Champions League run. How good would that be? Could you imagine the parade then? Oh my God. 250 for a Europa. Could you imagine them up the road? Oh my God, that should be the motivation enough to get these players pumped up, just for the reaction of them up the road, and the media. Again, the media would be all right, guys. As I say, I thought it was going to be a bit more ranty, but it's got to be we've got to have positive. I watched Johnny this morning again. Yeah, it's got to be about positivity. Yeah, it's got to be about we got to pick these players up, put them on our shoulders, and walk them down the high street of Tottenham Hotspur of North London, and say, right, here we go, boys. We can do this. This is all about glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. And we're going to be these winners. We are going to be winners, chicken netters. All right, guys. Please like and subscribe. As I say, the 3 or 4 people that watch it, hopefully they might get a bit of something out of it. Share it with whoever you like, and let's get the positivity train going. Let's get the Igor train going, the two-door express going towards staying up and Champions League success. Come on, you Spurs. Let's go. Come on, you Spurs.